Jake. Welcome, Jake Hoffman.
Hey, thanks everybody. It's an honor to be with you, and I want to give a special shout out to Tyler and Chairman Underwood. When you were talking, I was like clapping along. I was just pumping my fist with you. I did see we've got the great Georgia GOP Chairman Josh McCoon is in the space. He is fantastic. I did a panel with him down at the Turning Point Action the RNCS Summit before the RNC. Hannah, Sarah Jane, six kids each. I'm amazed because normally my family doesn't get beat. Me and my wife have five kids, and so I am just in awe of you guys for having six apiece. But guys, I want to start with this. I have to give a special shout out to Tyler Bowyer. I've known Tyler for a very long time, going all the way back to the Maricopa County Republican Party when he was chair and I was his communications director and spokesman. He and I tag teamed to host the first Trump rally, and we've just done a ton of activism together. And what I find so special about Tyler is that he doesn't just talk, he does. And when you look at his knowledge of and his relationships with not just the people who are in the 168 today, but with all of these candidates, he knows where the pieces are on the board, and he's actively doing everything in his power to make our country, our party, a better, more free place. And that's rare. When I got involved in politics in 2012, it was precisely because I was so sick and tired of seeing all of these pundits and politicians and supposed leaders in our country say a million words and never mean a damn one of them. Um, I've been very blessed. In 2000, the school board, and I won, and I served on the school board. It actually resulted in a 27 felony count indictment with three co-conspirators for the superintendent of my school district for public corruption. And then God called me to serve on a city council, and that was from 2016 to 2020. And lo and behold, COVID comes around, and God had positioned me in a place where I could step up and actually fight to keep our city open, free, maskless, vaccineless. We didn't close our parks. We didn't do any of the insanity that happened everywhere else, because as that vacuum formed where nobody wanted to step up, our mayor didn't want to step up, our other council members, God said, Jake, this is why I have you here. And then 2020 comes around. God calls me to the Arizona House of Representatives, where I became an election integrity legislator. And then now he's called me to the Arizona Senate. I'm blessed to be the founding chairman of the Arizona Freedom Caucus. I'm a former GOP chairman for the largest local Republican party in the state back a few years ago. I, you know, as I look at the RNC race today, as I look at the state of the RNC today, I see the exact same problems, the same weakness, the same failures that I saw in 2012. You've got a whole lot of people that they want the title and they want the power and they want the proximity, but not a single one of them actually intends to do a damn thing with that power on behalf of the people that they represent. Not a single one of them wants to empower the grassroots, or quite honestly, most of them don't even respect the grassroots. Not a single one of them has a refuse to lose attitude. I mean, right now, where is the RNC? We've got key swing states: Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Nevada. And personally, maybe I'm a little biased, but I think Arizona is number one. And where is the RNC? They haven't invested in our states. They're not here. They don't have boots on the ground, setting up infrastructure, knocking doors, canvassing, building out messaging. No. And, I think worst of all is we are living through a battle between good and evil. And yet the RNC, with a morally righteous party platform, with a structure and a belief system and a set of principles that we know improves the lives of every single person that they interact with. How do we know that? Because they've been exported all over the world, not like that neocon sense of exporting freedom, but in it's contagious and it's lifted more people out of poverty. It's improved the lives of everyday, salt of the earth, hardworking people more than anything in the history of mankind. And yet, even with that winning track record, the RNC refuses to stand boldly for truth and righteousness in this battle. I was shoulder to shoulder with Harmeet Dhillon when she challenged Ronna McDaniel for the RNC. I was actually in Dana Point in her hotel room helping whip votes and helping her along the way. She is an absolute friend. She is an incredible patriot. And we need more people like Tyler Bowyer and Harmeet Dhillon. And I feel very, very blessed that I have a chance to step up. And just like I get to do in the legislature and have in other offices, that I have a chance to actually do something that will benefit the everyday hardworking people, the forgotten men and women of this country, the people who feel abandoned and taken advantage of and stabbed in the back. They feel let down and discarded by the political class in both parties. And I am just eternally grateful that I have an opportunity to step in and actually do something to help change that.
Oh, that is so inspiring. I'm so glad this is recorded. This is like so inspiring. We have these people up here, Tyler and everyone that they're talking about values. They've got tons of kids. They have families to fight for. There's grit and perseverance. That was so inspiring. Thank you.